claimed that the Kenya Kwanza government is not very receptive to opposition ideas. What's your take on that?
No, it's not about being receptive. Of course, if I'm a government and I want a certain position, I will fight for my position. Okay. It is you as the opposition to go against it. I'll give you an example. When the finance bill came to the floor of the House,
yes,
I remember there was a part where actually I think the chairperson was proposing a reduction of some of the taxes. But the opposition, because it was being floated by the chairperson of the committee, who is seen to be from the government side, they voted against it. And I remember asking them, do you realize that you're voting for I think we were moving it was, what was it again? It was something that was moving from 15% to 5% or something. No, they voted to leave. I said, do you realize you're going to leave it at 15%? And you're saying you want to reduce. So you see, that was opposing for the sake of opposing. It had nothing to do with what they were saying on the street, telling people want to reduce some of the taxes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think a strengthened opposition is good, because then they can have a fully-fledged office, they can have researchers, they can have economists who can advise, and they can be a more robust opposition.
Yeah, we've got Chris calling in from Matungulu. Chris, good evening. Thank you for calling. What's your question or feedback regarding the show?
Hello.
Hello, yes. If you could reduce the volume of your TV, please.
Let me do that.
Come again?
He's reducing the...
reduce the volume.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
My question is, since Mheshimiwa is there,
yes,
can we have a better way of curbing these alcoholic finance and the accidents? Can we come up with a proposal, since our youth are dying in accidents, our youth are dying in everything, can we come with a proposal that we put at 18, they're not mature.
Thank you, Chris.
They come up at the age of 21. 18 years, they're not mature.
Come again?
At 18 years, they're not mature. Can you come up with a proposal that give them, they can gain entrance to a bar with 21 years of age?
21 years, okay. All right.
They give provided driving license at the age of 21 years. Like in the US.
Yes.
Admission in clubs, let it be 18 or about 20.
Asante
sana. That's on their country. Yes.
Yes.
Because since you are a woman representative, and you really feel like for women.
Asante. Thank you so much, Chris, for your question.
Thank you, Chris. I think you read my mind, because I actually have a petition coming to Parliament next week.
Okay.
My petition is to ensure that in order to deal with the illicit alcohol, the biggest challenge we have is that ethanol, which is used to make these illicit brews,
yes,
is cheaply available. People can buy ethanol in jerry cans. They're importing, it's coming in freely from Uganda, from Tanzania. And so my plea is to say that ethanol transportation and handling should be done as it's a flammable liquid, which means we should transport it the way we transport petrol in a tanker. You can't be allowed to be carrying petrol in small jerry cans and so on. So that's one way of dealing with it. And if you look at the Muthuto laws, they passed the law on, they passed all the laws that Muthuto proposed at that time, but the only one they didn't pass was the issue of quality.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why people are able to do small productions at home, and that needs to be done. So you should not make it easy for people to be able to make the alcohol at home. You find that, and I hear about it in Uasin Gishu County,
yes,
that somebody just As long as they can buy some ethanol in a jerrycan, they are producing it behind their house. There's no Bureau of Standards. Sometimes, it's 80% alcohol instead of, and yet you want to limit it to a certain percentage.
It's a percentage, yes.
So nobody ever checks it, and that's why you find people going blind.